So hi everyone, Satnam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to see you. Happy to be here this evening. I hope all of your Sunday so far has been wonderful. It's always such my honor and pleasure to hold space for your beings and to share these beautiful teachings of Kundalini Yoga. So for those of you, any of you that might be tuning in that don't know me, my name is Vikki Taylor. I joyfully teach Kundalini Yoga at the wonderful Austin Yoga Tree. And I'm going to say this every week. I'm sending you the biggest heart of gratitude to all of you that are here tonight, that continue to support us by attending our online classes, supporting us with your love, your patience, your energy, your finances. Literally, we wouldn't be able to be here if it weren't for you. So just hope you can feel my big heart of gratitude. So thank you and welcome again. So let's get started by finding a comfortable seated position. I'm sitting with my hips on a meditation cushion so that they're elevated a little higher than the knees. See if that works for you. Many people, the knees don't fall down toward the mat. So if yours don't, or this is uncomfortable, take a rolled blanket or a cushion or even a bath towel and just put it underneath your knees so that your knees are supported, and that if you have tightness, in the groin area and the inner thighs, it's a little bit nicer and more comfortable position. But just find something that is comfortable for you to be seated for a few minutes. And let's begin. Most of you know that to attend my classes, I am really into transitions. I think our fast-paced life today, we rush from one thing to another, or we actually do one or more things at the same time. And I don't think that's our optimal way to live. So I always begin my classes with an intentional transition where we refocus our attention and our energy from everything that's external, especially now. All the external things that we cannot control, that are changing very, very rapidly, can cause a lot of stress. And even, our hats and roles and responsibilities, mother, daughter, wife, aunt, uncle, son, teacher, whatever they are, we get to just let go of that and transition to inward, to our being space. And this practice of Kundalini Yoga is all about allowing. It's about allowing whatever we need to receive for our highest good to come into us during our practice. So if we're still focused out there and our mind is engaged and chattering, not in the present moment, we won't get that wonderful deep experience. So let's begin this journey inward together. Elongate your spine by drawing the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Mindfully lift your heart center. Press your shoulders down and back. Imagine that you could touch your shoulder blades together in the back. Create a nice opening in the heart center. Tuck your chin slightly so that you feel a lengthening in the back of the neck. When you're comfortable and ready, close your eyes. We're going to allow the darkness now, blocking out visual distractions, and with our rhythmic breath, to draw us inward to this being space. We'll begin this journey with a breath. Inhale deeply through your nose. Imagine you're blowing up a balloon, so send the breath all the way deeply to the bowl of your belly. As the belly inflates and becomes round, just release any tension that you might be holding there. As the prana and the breath rise, enjoy the gentle expansion of your rib cage, the opening of the heart center. As it rises to the top of your chest, soften the collarbones and again press the shoulders down and back. Retain the breath. Begin a slow but thorough exhalation. As you're exhaling, mindfully and physically draw your navel towards your spine like this. That physical and intentional drawing of the navel toward the spine is an opportunity to release everything that isn't this divine present moment, drawing us in. Continue on your own. I'm going to be quiet, and let's allow the darkness with our eyes closed and the stillness, the beauty of stillness, to just embrace us and draw us into the being space. So continue the breath on your own. Slow, thorough, long, deep inhalations. Slow, thorough, long, deep exhalations. So continue on your own. Let's take the last two breaths together. I'll wait a moment for everyone to meet on your exhalation. Beautiful. Inhale deeply. Suspend your breath. Exhale completely, drawing the navel toward the spine. Let everything go that isn't this divine present moment. Last breath. Inhale. Suspend the breath. This time on the exhalation, we'll open the mouth. Exhale through the mouth with a nice sigh of truly letting go. Beautiful. Just pause here a moment, allowing the integration of our mindful transition from out there to in here, inward, the being space. Beautiful. Open your eyes, rub your palms together. So wherever you take a Kundalini class in the world, we will always tune in with a mantra. Sound currents are Om, Namo, Guru, Dev, Namo. It's a beautiful, beautiful tuning in to our practice, our highest self. So translated, it means I bow to my highest consciousness. I bow to the divine wisdom and teacher that reside within me. I open myself to the experience beyond my limited self. So it's Om Namo, Guru Dev Namo. We chant that 3 times. And it's truly, again, bowing into our being space, bowing into our soul, the space of our highest good and our highest consciousness. So please begin to rub your palms together. Create a little heat and energy. And also when you rub your palms together, you're opening your heart. Our hands and our heart are connected via blood vessels and arteries. So we really want to open our hearts tonight so we can receive whatever it is that we need. Press your palms together. Extend your thumbs. And then firmly press your thumbs into your sternum. You want to feel the connection at your heart center. As we vibrate these beautiful sound currents, this mantra, we want that vibration to travel down into the heart and allow a physical opening to this bowing to our highest self, our soul. Beautiful. Close the eyes. Before we chant, inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And on the next inhalation, we'll tune in 3 times. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo heart. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to my highest consciousness. Hold it there for a moment. Exhale, release your hands down. Bring the palms facing up on the knees. Maintain the lift at the heart. And just pause again. Let's allow those beautiful vibrations and the intention that we're setting for our practice to integrate into the body, setting the foundation for our practice this evening. Beautiful. Open the eyes, rub the palms together. All right. We're going to begin this evening with a meditation and some breath work for stress release and clearing the emotions, particularly of the past. I don't know about you, but I've had a strange experience throughout this journey we've been on for the last few weeks. Something that I read or I hear or a conversation I have today triggers some emotion from the past. And I look at that and think, I thought I dealt with that already. So this is not uncommon, of course, during stress and times of uncertainty, that something that will happen in today's time will bring up something from the past. So we need some tools, of course, to be able to honor that and notice that. We don't want to make it go away, otherwise it's just going to persist more. But just to acknowledge it, to let it come in, and then to release it, not to hold on to it. This meditation also says that it's wonderful for taking current challenging situations and putting them into the hands of infinity. I just love that description of this meditation as well. So the breath is it's a strokes breath. We've been practicing this. This breath is also called square breath. So what we'll be doing, we're going to take an inhalation for a count of 5. We're going to hold the breath in for 5. We're going to exhale for 5. And then we're going to hold the breath out for 5. So this lovely rhythmic pattern of breathing, combined with, we're going to be having a special drishti, will strengthen and activate our parasympathetic nervous system, the brake pedal, the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and the third eye, all very, very essential for us to be able to mitigate the stress and not be having it be debilitating. The mudra, the positions of the hands, bring your hands up, palms facing one another, and then just touch the tips of your fingers with a moderate pressure. The thumbs are pointing toward the heart, toward the body, and all the other fingertips are pointing up. The palms do not touch. So now lower your hands so that the thumbs are right in front of your heart, and then tip all the other fingertips upward. Press your shoulder blades down and back, lift the heart center, and then lift the elbows. You'll notice when you lift the elbows that it is creating that nice open space across the heart center. The drishti, the eye focus, is calling for the eyes to be 1/10 open. So what we do is we close the eyes, and then you just barely flutter them open so that you're either gazing at the tip of your nose or possibly just the tips of your fingers. Beautiful. I'll count the first 2 rounds just to get you going, and then of course I'll be silent so that you can enjoy this inward journey, the clearing of the stress, and the handling of our past and present emotions during all of these very challenging times. Close the eyes. Now lift them just 1/10 open. See if you can gaze at the tip of your nose or just at the tips of the fingertips. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue on your own. Let's take the last round together. So I'll wait a moment for everyone to finish whatever cycle you're on. Beautiful. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Beautiful. Now as you inhale, just release the mudra. Close your eyes. Bring your palms facing up on your knees. Keep the heart center lifted. And just close the eyes now. Release the drishti at the tip of the nose. And just pause here and notice what sensations you might be feeling in the body, what might be going on in the mind or what might not be going on in the mind. Just observe without judgment. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, open your eyes, rub your palms together. So we practice that meditation and breathing sequence for just a little over 3 minutes, almost 4 minutes. So you can, of course, do it any length of time that you want. It is a very calming, soothing, balancing breath. It's wonderful to do in the evening, but it's also wonderful to do it, any time that you might be feeling a little overwhelmed or a little out there too much. Just to come home, control the breath, control the mind, control the emotions. So I invite you to maybe put that in your toolbox. I use it a lot. It's one of my favorites. All right, beautiful. Well, let's do a few little warm-ups before we begin our Kriya tonight. We have a wonderful, very powerful Kriya. Then let's get the body warmed up. So if you are seated up on a cushion or a bolster, I'm going to invite you just to slide that out from underneath your hips so that you can just press your sitting bones directly into the mat and just maybe even remove the flesh and get that sense of really being grounded and rooted into Mother Earth for stability and security. So we're going to begin and just open up our hips and lengthen and release any tension in the psoas muscle. So the psoas muscle is the widest muscle, and it starts at your lumbar spine, runs over your hips, and it connects your torso to your legs. And they know now that we hold a lot of trauma and tension and stress in this psoas muscle. So bring the soles of your feet together. You can adjust the intensity of the stretch by the positioning of the feet. So if you have really tight hips and you want less intensity of the stretch, you bring the heels out further from the tops of the legs. If you want more intensity of this, or you have more flexibility in your hips, then just draw the soles of your feet together and bring the heels in as close to the top of the legs, the groin area, as you can. And wherever you are now, reach down and just bring your hands around your toes. Bring your pelvis forward, lift your heart, press the shoulders down and back. Ah. So just for a breath or two or a few minutes of breathing, we're going to allow this opening in an organic way. Don't force your legs down, don't press them down. We're going to use the breath to oxygenate the muscles and allow them to release. So we're going to just bring the heart center forward, press your shoulders down and back, inhale deeply, exhale completely. Again, releasing anything that isn't this divine present moment, and just allow the legs to fall gently closer to the mat. We're allowing, we're not forcing anything. So just inhale and exhale. This feels really good. I don't know if we sit at a computer too long or just sitting. This is a wonderful hip opener, and again, opens the psoas muscle. It's also called the muscle of our soul. So we really inadvertently hold a lot of stress and tension there. We want to release that. Beautiful. A couple more breaths. Now we're going to begin to move the legs. So on the next inhalation, mindfully draw the knees up toward the elbows, and on the exhalation, gently press them down. Just butterflying the legs. Inhale up, exhale, release. Go at whatever pace you want. Remember, the pace of your breath determines the pace of the movement. So if you want to move slowly, you breathe slowly, allow the body to follow the breath. If you want to move more rapidly, You just pick up the pace of the breath. So it may look more like so you decide what's working for you. I'm feeling adventurous, so I'm going to pick the pace up a little bit. Let's do the last three. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And just remove your hands from your feet. Stretch your legs out in the front. Bring your hands behind your hips. Lift your heart center and then just bounce the legs up and down. If you want to, you can even give the legs a nice little massage with the fists or the hands. Beautiful. And then flex your feet and let's windshield wiper the feet. Inhale with the feet straight up. And then exhale to the left. Inhale center. Exhale to the right. Beautiful. All right, let's continue opening the hips. Bring your legs into a nice wide V. Move some of these things out of the way. Bring your legs into a nice wide V. And here's my invitation to find out where your wide V should be. You want to feel the stretch in the opening. It should feel like a good stretch, like an aha stretch. You don't want it to feel like an, oh my goodness, bad stretch. So my kitty wanted to come to class tonight and I told her she could, but she would have to wear her Kundalini yoga clothes, and she did. So this is my kitty Gracie. She will be joining our class. I hope you don't mind, but she did wear her clothes. All right. When you found your nice wide V position, press your hands down in front of your legs and just roll forward on the sitting bones for just a moment. Then bring your pelvis forward, lift your chest up and back, flex your feet so the heels are pressed away from the body and the toes are pressed toward the shins. You should feel that nice stretch, that nice opening that hopefully feels really, really good. We're going to inhale, bring your hands up overhead, palms touching. Press the shoulders down and back. Lift. As you exhale, twist to your left and just fold your torso over your left knee, your left leg, bringing the head, the crown of the head toward the toes. So inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Fold to the left. Inhale, lift into the center. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, twist to your right. Torso folds over the right leg. Nose to knee if you can, but if you can't, just go wherever you're comfortable. Continue. Inhale, center. Exhale. Lengthen the spine. On the inhalation, lifting. On the exhalation, drawing the crown of the head toward your toes. Lengthening the spine, putting space between each and every vertebrae. more to each side, wherever you are. And when you finish, inhale into the center, lift. Exhale, just walk your hands forward, place your hands on the mat, and then just begin to walk your hands forward, keeping a nice straight spine and keeping the sitting bones rooted on the mat. Walk forward, as comfortably as far as you can. Again, you want to feel a lovely aha stretch. So you might want to even come down, if you can, on the forearms. When you've gotten to your perfect aha position, we're going to hold it for a few breaths. Then just roll your shoulders down and back. Tuck your chin slightly so that the neck is in alignment with the spine. Pressing the crown of the head forward, pressing your tailbone and sitting bones back. Take a few lovely, lovely breaths here. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, walk your hands back to the top of your legs. Bring the legs together again, hands behind the hips. Lift your heart center. Just shake the legs out. Ooh, that feels so good. I hope you do too. All right, come up on your hands and knees. We're going to do a few cat-cows. We're going to press up into a downward facing dog, or in Kundalini we call it triangle pose. Warming up the spine, just allowing that flexing and rounding of the spine. So come up on a tabletop position. Bring your wrists underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide, really wide, and the index fingers are pointing forward to the top of your mat. On the inhalation, slide your heart center forward. Begin lifting the tailbone, drop the belly, slide the shoulders down and back, and then last, lift your chin. Nice big flex of the spine. On the exhalation, draw your tailbone down, draw the belly in, round like a cat, tuck your chin into your chest, exhale. Continue. Inhale forward, really exaggerate the flex. Exhale, round like a cat. And continue at whatever pace you want. Again, the pace of the breath determines the pace of the movements. If your spine is a little cranky, you'll want to go more slowly. If it's ready to be warmed up, it'll look more like so find whatever pace works for you. Exaggerate the movements in each direction, putting space between each and every vertebrae of the spine. Last three. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, lift. Mindfully draw the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Lengthen the space between the crown of the head and the base of the spine. Exhale, round. And then let's press back into a child's pose. So whatever version of child's pose you like. Some people do it with the knees close together, and you just slide your arms down with the palms facing up forward, touching the mat. Others, you can widen the knees, have the big toes to touch, and then just move your buttocks towards your heels. Then walk your hands out in the front. If you can, place your forehead on the mat, sixth chakra. If it doesn't reach, you can make a pillow of your arms and just rest your forehead on your wrists. So whatever version of child's pose works for you, just release and relax for a few breaths. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands beneath your shoulders and just press back up into that tabletop position. So from here, we are going to press up into downward facing dog. So reposition your hands. This is important because we want the lift to come from the core and the weight to be in the legs, not pressure on the wrists. So again, spread your fingers really wide. Index fingers pointing toward the top of the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, curl your toes under. Begin to straighten the legs as you're lifting your sitting bones toward the ceiling. Press the thighs back. You can also do this with bent knees. So if you want to just bend your knees, you'll still lift the sitting bones. You'll draw the belly in. You're going to put the weight into the legs and not the hands and the wrists. Draw the belly in, tuck your chin, gaze at the space between your feet. If you want to, as you're inhaling and exhaling, the heels can just gently fall toward the mat. Make any adjustments that you need here to really feel comfortable. And just breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, allowing. This is a full body stretch. It's just really wonderful. Getting the energy going. Engaging all the major muscle groups here. Don't forget to breathe. And let's begin to pedal the legs. Inhale, lift your right heel, press your left heel down, and then exhale, reverse. Beautiful. Lift both heels, come forward on the toes, but keep your hips lifted, the belly in. Exhale, release both heels. Inhale, lift both heels. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. One breath. Inhale. As you exhale, just walk or jump your feet forward between your hands and forward fold. So just let your hands and arms and shoulders and neck and head be loose. Relax. You may want to grab opposite elbows, sway side to side. You may just want to allow the arms and the hands to dangle. Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. You come forward slightly on the balls of your feet, shift your weight forward just slightly. You'll get a nice extra stretch of the back of the legs and the hamstrings. It's really wonderful. Beautiful. To come up, bend your knees. Lower your tailbone. Inhale, reach up. Your palms touch overhead. And exhale into your heart. Take 2 breaths. As you exhale, release your hands down to beside you. Inhale, lift the shoulders to the tips of the ears. Exhale, roll them down and back. Open your heart. Release any tension that might be in the neck or the shoulders or the chest. And again, just let it go. Every exhalation, let go. Let go of anything that isn't the divine present moment. Two more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift, squeeze, squeeze. We'll exhale through the mouth and bring the shoulders down. Nice sigh. Beautiful. Just shake it out a little bit. Rub your palms together. Awesome. How's everybody doing? Okay. Please come seated on your mat. So our Kriya for today works on the third chakra. So the third chakra is our powerhouse. It's so important. It serves so many different organs and supports all of the energy at the navel center. It's also called the solar plexus. So an interesting thing about this area is that it has 72,000 energy centers, or nadis, energy channels. And when we can strengthen and access all of this energy here at the navel center, we're strong and we're healthy. The element at your third chakra is fire. And this third chakra represents our personal power, and it governs our self-esteem, what's called our spiritual warrior. And it also powers up our ability to transform. So to transform from a stressful situation, come into our power so that we can handle it in the way that's best for our highest good. So it's also where the prana, the accumulating life force energy, comes in, and the apana, the eliminating energy, mix. And it's also, when that happens, it opens the base of the spine so that the Kundalini energy can travel up. Kundalini energy, best definition I love is that it contains the blueprint of your soul. So of course we want to awaken that Kundalini energy and have a physical expression and expansion and feeling and experience of our infiniteness, our divine beings. So the Kriya is called Navi Kriya. This area is also referred to as the area around the navel is called the Navi. So this is going to be working on all of this, our ability to come into our personal power. It says when our third chakra is weak, obstacles just seem overwhelming, that obstacles appear everywhere. And it's hard for us to make decisions. It's hard for us to have confidence that we can overcome whatever challenges are coming our way. So I thought this would be a really powerful and effective Kriya today. It's really simple and short, but very, very powerful. So most of the postures are going to be done lying on our back. So come down and lie on your back. Move any props off of your mat so you can just extend fully down on the mat. And just surrender your full weight of your body into the mat. Mindfully tilt your pelvis down so that each and every vertebrae is engaged with the mat. We're going to be doing lifting of our legs, so we really want to have the support of the spine. If for some reason, many of us have a little curvature at the end of the spine, I do, and if you do, you'll want to make a triangle of your hands And then place them right here under your sacrum for support. So we want the power for these leg lifts to come from the solar plexus, from the navel, but without any pressure on your lower back. So again, just lie down, extend the legs forward, find if you need to make that little triangle, and if you do, place it under your sacrum. Press your shoulder blades down and back so the heart is nice and open. And these are alternate leg lifts, and from there we'll go into double leg lifts. I want to say, do the best you can, take care of yourself. Always do the best you can, but know that if you need to take a break or take a modification, please do. Your body has divine intelligence, and it will tell you every time, absolutely 100% correctly, what you need. So just listen to what your body's needing as we move through these different postures. Inhale, lift your right leg up 90 degrees. As you exhale, lower the right leg and lift the left. Strong breath. Turn on the fire in the belly and allow that fire to fuel the movement of the legs. Make it effortless. Imagine the legs are just floating on this powerful energy, and all you're doing is just breathing and allowing. Keep breathing. Last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring both legs up 90 degrees. Take an inhalation. Leave the legs up and exhale. The next exercise is just double leg lifts. If you don't need to support your lower spine, the arms will come up 90 degrees with the palms facing one another. So decide what position of the arms or the hands works for you. And again, do the best you can. If this doesn't work for you or you need to take a break, you can bend your leg, place the sole of your foot on the mat, and then lift and lower one leg at a time. And take a few minutes here and then switch legs. So find what works for you. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale. Powerful breath. Start to engage and notice the heat and the fire in your belly. Start to sense your power, your spiritual warrior. We need to be spiritual warriors during these times. And this is a great time to burn up and let go of anything that doesn't serve your highest good in the mind and the body. I like to imagine I put it in the fire here and just let it go. You're doing great. Do the best you can. Last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Draw your knees into your chest. Remove your hands from beneath your spine if they're there. And just rock side to side. Feeling the heat? I am. Come back into the center. Let's just take a couple of breaths to regulate the breath. Let the heart rate slow down a little bit. Enjoying our power, our will, our commitment. Beautiful. The next posture is on the inhalation. The arms will come out from the shoulders into a T, palms facing up. And the legs come out about 60 degrees. The knees are straightened and the legs come out about 60 degrees. And then inhale, knees come in. Oh, I still said that wrong. Sorry. Excuse me. Inhale, knees come in. As you exhale, arms come out, legs straighten about 60 degrees. So let's begin. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Powerful breathing. Legs are just floating. All the fire and the power at the navel center are just beautifully and effortlessly moving the legs. Powerful breathing, doing great. Do the best you can. Last three. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, hold. Exhale. Keep your left knee into the chest. Extend your right leg down. Wrap both hands around your left knee. Inhale, raise the right leg. Exhale, lower. Powerful breathing. Imagine having all the information, the power, the will, and the commitment that we need just to power through and navigate, make good decisions through all of these uncertain times, calling upon this power we all have within. Last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Draw your right knee into the chest. Wrap your hands around your knee. Extend your left leg out. Inhale, lift the left leg. Take a break if you need to, but you're doing great. Do the best you can. Last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to switch again. Draw your left knee into the chest. Release your right leg down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Almost there. Last 20 seconds. Last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Switch legs. Draw your right knee into the chest. Extend your left leg out. Inhale, lift the left leg. Don't worry, we're going to have a nice extended Shavasana. Almost done. You're doing great. We'll want to hang a sign around our necks this week after this Kriya that says, "Don't mess with me. I've got my power on." Last 10 seconds. And last two. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Draw both knees into the chest. Whoo, rock side to side. Regulate your breath. Take a pause. As you're pausing, notice what you're experiencing in the body and where. Notice where the mind is, or where has the mind been. If it has not been engaged on the outside or chattering, just take a moment to embrace the power that you have to control your mind, to control your thoughts. It's just wonderful. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, roll to your right side. Cradle your head in your arm, your right arm. Press your left hand down on the mat in front of your heart center. Exhale, roll your heart center toward your hand, toward the mat. Straighten your top leg and press yourself up into a seated position. Woo, how's everybody doing? All right. We'll just have one last exercise, but let's take a moment to pause. Just integrate all of that very powerful heated energy that we strengthened and moved. And just pause and allow. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, open your eyes. Rub your palms together. The last exercise is forward folds. And as we inhale and exhale, on the exhalation, as we're folding forward, we're going to be applying what's called the root lock, or Mula Bandha. It's squeezing the muscles of your buttocks, drawing the pelvic floor up and the navel center in. It's just a nice lock to lock all of this energy in. So please come to a standing position. Actually, you stand. I'm going to show you what the hands look like, because when I raise them over my head, you won't be able to see. So the arms are going to come up overhead, and the palms are going to be flat with the fingers pressing back. So we'll be standing. The arms will hug the ears. That's the position of the inhale. Now on the exhale, we're just going to be folding forward, palms touching the mat if you can, or the floor. If not, just touch wherever you want to or you can. And we'll apply the Mula Bandha with the breath held out for just a few seconds. So bring your feet just directly under your hips. Inhale, lift your arms up, palms facing flat up to the ceiling, fingertips in the back, hug the ears, draw in your belly, tighten the glutes and the abs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, beautiful forward fold. Palms to the mat or the ground, tuck your chin in. As you're exhaling, apply root lock, Mula Bandha. Squeeze the muscles of the buttocks. Lift the pelvic floor, draw the belly up and in. Hold the breath out. Beautiful. Release Mula Bandha. Inhale, reach up. Palms raised toward the ceiling or the heavens. Hug your ears with the elbows. Exhale, beautiful forward fold. Apply Mula Bandha, root lock. Squeeze, 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 hold. Release Mula Bandha. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Root lock. Pull the breath out. Hold. Squeeze, hold. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Tuck your chin into your chest. Apply the root lock. Hold, squeeze, release the root lock. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. Root lock. Squeeze, hold the breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, reach up. Now we're going to do these at a little bit faster pace for the very end of the exercise. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, Mula Bandha. Release, inhale up. Exhale, fold, Mula Bandha. Release, Mula Bandha. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold, Mula Bandha. Release, Mula Bandha. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Two more. Squeeze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Totally release. Just stay in the forward fold position with your head lower than your heart. If you want to, you can use this opportunity now to Grab your elbows, sway side to side. Shake your head yes, shake your head no, and just let go. Just release. Beautiful. To come up, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone. Inhale, reach up. Draw your hands overhead to touch. Exhale into your heart. And take 2 breaths. As you exhale, just open your eyes, rub your palms together. All right, we did it. Awesome. Please come back down into your seated position for our meditation. If you want to grab your cushion for your hips, feel free to do that. So I have a wonderful, wonderful, delightful meditation for us tonight. It's called the Happiness Meditation. So I just thought this would be fun and wonderful and appropriate to bring in happiness and joy. The sound cards, the mantra for this meditation is Wahe Guru, W-A-H-E, Wahe Guru, G-U-R-U. We're going to say that 3 times. Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, and then it's Wahe Gio, J-I-O. So there's wonderful translations for this. This is a mantra of ecstasy and bliss and joy. Wahe is that's the sound. Wahe is ecstasy or bliss. Guru, remember, is that wise teacher within our divine teacher, or the going from darkness to light. Translated, I love this translation of it. It says, great beyond description is our infinite wisdom. And it also says that the infinite bliss of this mantra will soothe the wounds of life. So let's bring in some soothing and some happiness at the end of our practice. And then I promised you a nice long extended Shavasana for all of that wonderful core work and solar plexus energy we activated tonight. So the position of the hands is you'll cup your left hand and just bring it down into your lap. And then you'll bring your right hand cupped and just slide your right hand on top of your left hand. The thumb tips touch and they're facing out. So then again, lift your heart center, press the shoulders down and back. The eyes will be closed. I'll demonstrate what it's going to sound like, and then you can join me. So it's going to be Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Gio, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Gio. Don't worry about the breath. It's going to regulate itself, but it's spoken in a monotone, medium pace, and just allow your mind and the body to absorb all of this happiness and bliss and allow it to soothe the wounds of life. So close your eyes, lift your heart center, shoulders are pressed down and back. Before we begin, let's take an inhalation and exhale. Beautiful. Let's begin. Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru, Wahe Gio, 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 Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Two more times. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Last one. Waheguru, 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 Waheguru. Inhale. Suspend your breath. Exhale, just release the mudra. Bring your palms facing up on the knees. Leave the eyes closed. And again, just pause and allow the integrations of the mantra of ecstasy, of bliss, just to settle in and to integrate into the body before we fully relax. And just notice, without judgment, what is your experience right now in this present moment? Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, open your eyes, gently rub your palms together. Please come lie down on your back, on your mat, for Shavasana, our rest. You really want to now to totally relax and surrender and allow all of these powerful movements and breath to integrate into the body. So lie fully on your back, surrender into the mat. The legs and the arms are uncrossed. Please grab whatever props that you need to feel totally comfortable. Maybe it's support under your knees, maybe it's something under your head. Perhaps if you want to cover yourself with a blanket. So just find where you need to be completely relaxed and surrender. Eyes are closed. Just allow the breath to regulate itself. Enjoy the stillness and silence. Please inhale deeply. Suspend your breath. Exhale completely. As we begin our graceful transition from rest back into movement, bring your awareness back into your physical body. Again, inhale deeply. Imagine that you could send prana, your life force, down to the tips of your toes and allow it to rise slowly and gently upward, nourishing every cell, muscle, tissue, and organ in the body as it rises slowly to the crown of your head. Retain the breath. Exhale completely. Begin to now just wiggle the fingers and the toes gently. Again, transitioning gracefully back to movement. And maybe rotate your head gently to the left and then to the right. Raise your arms up 90 degrees, make fists of your hands, and begin to rotate your wrists and ankles in circular movements. And then rotate in the opposite direction. Inhale, draw your hands and arms overhead and stretch, lengthen the space between the tips of the fingers and the toes. As you exhale, draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your knees. Just gently rock side to side, massaging your spine. And take a moment here just to honor yourself for taking time to come into your being space today. Come back into the center. Bring the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together. Begin to rub them. This actually seals the energy of our practice into our bodies, balances both hemispheres of the brain. Maybe you want to rub the tip of your tongue over the roof of your mouth. Beautiful. And then come back into the center. To come up to a seated position, it is your option to either place your hands behind your knees and roll lengthwise on the spine a few times, or you can roll to your right side like we did before. Place your left hand on the mat in front of your heart, cradle your head. Exhale, roll the heart toward the hand, extend the top leg, press yourself up into a seated position. And just for a moment, close your eyes. Hands around your knees. Let everything integrate and settle in. Check how you are, where you are, what you're experiencing. And notice if anything has shifted that you can notice from the beginning of our practice to now. Beautiful. Inhale. As you exhale, open your eyes, rub your palms together. So just as every Kundalini Yoga class starts with the Adi Mantra, every Kundalini class ends with a very special blessing. It's called the Long Time Sunshine Song. And the words are, may the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Beautiful blessing. We're going to sing it through twice. On the first time, please bless yourself. Really bless yourself. On the second time, let's bless all of us that gathered in this virtual space together, and bless all beings on our planet. Send healing and blessings to all the beings on our planet. And then we'll follow that with a long Sat Nam. Truth is my name. So for those of you that know it, please sing with me. Don't leave me out solo here. And if you don't know it, you can listen the first time and maybe join in the second time. Rub your palms together. Press the palms together, and again, connect your thumbs with your heart center. Lift your heart. Bless your shoulder blades down and back. Let's take an inhalation and an exhalation. And let's begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale for a long Satnam. Sat Nam. Please inhale into the center of your heart. Sat Nam. Truth is my name. Hold it there. Beautiful. Open your eyes, rub your palms together. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's my honor and blessing to hold space and share space with your beings and to share these divine teachings. I wish you all a bountiful, blissful, beautiful rest of your evening, rest of your week next week, or the whole week next week. Tonight I invite you to sleep in peace and to wake in joy. Satnam.
Satnam.
Feel free always to email me with any questions, comments, if you want copies of anything, questions. It's Vikki, V-I-K-K-I at austinyogatree.com. I hope to see you all again next week.
Thank you, Vikki.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks, Vikki.
Good night, Ryan. Thank you.